And I will beg him if he can help us and help Tinubu. All the money Obasanjo stole to America, all the money Buhari stole to America, all the money good Lord Jonathan stole to America, all the money which Dari stole to America, all the money Atiku take to Potomac, if he can help us, if we can make it 50-50, during his regime, Nigerians are dying, Nigerians are crying. Our leaders has put us in a slow death. It's a game, another 4 years. But what happened in Russia cannot happen in what? In America. And then there is computer hacking on the election. You know, when you hack a server base, when you will be dropping the results, you will be dropping it 50, 60, 50, 45, 10, then 8. So that people will not be, imagine the anxiety will be there, they will not be able to do anything. The one they are counting was just fake and fluke. They hack the results. So automatically, don't tag him a bad person. If he can stop the war in Israel within 48 hours or 3 months, I will be happy. Me personally will be happy. And if he can stop the war in Ukraine, me, I will what? I will be happy. Then anybody who wanted to go to America should get his paper ready.
For more prophecies and gospel news around the world, subscribe to 12 Star TV and turn on notifications.
Concerning America election, the election has come and it has gone. But there are a lot of prophecy and prediction concerning the election. So, but now Trump has won the election. Sir, what has changed about the prophecy?
Thank you very much, my brother. I knew you want to throw a question like this. I have 2 books upstairs. 2015, the Lord said, governor must come from Ekpe. Then it's there, because I will give you the book to go on the line.
Okay, sir. And
they pick somebody from Ekpe. Then they said, after the demise or after the reign, 8 years of Buhari, that Tinubu will come as the next president. You saw that happen?
Yes.
Okay. Then again, let me go remind you another thing again. During the World Cup, we predicted virtually everything, but the final failed.
Yes.
What made the final fail was about 2 things. The whole world has discovered a mineral, a valuable mineral in Argentina, and it's going to be of use to the Tesla company, the company that manufactured a battery car. And because of this, they took the cup away from France, because there is nothing they can benefit from France, and they gave it to Argentina. Then later again, they made Messi more or less an acting MD, a partner in a football club in America, because America want to penetrate Argentina. You know, in Argentina, virtually everybody has his own company.
Yes.
They either be a farmer, this and that and that and that in Argentina. So the prophecy now, the real. Some people, some cabal sat down and talked to the coach and talked to the referee. Why they have poisoned the camp of the French boys. Why 5 of them were sick. So they have to change 5 players out of 11. How could they make the World Cup? Then they tried and tried and tried again. And they even make it to the extra time. Then later they pay penalty. At the end of the day, they gave the cup to Argentina. That's one about the prophecy. Because if you said, oh, I should come in here and say, oh, I'm the best prophet, I'm wasting my time. They use me and keep me. A prophet is just like a long stick that they used to bring bread from the oven. So when the oven is hot, they put the plywood and the plank and remove the bread and dump it. So when they are busy selling the bread, the long stick is now useless. Then when you look at the book of Isaiah 38, Isaiah 39, then when you look at the book of John 1, from verse 40 down, he said, Zechariah, Zechariah, your prayer has been answered. Don't do this instant again. Then when you look at the baptism of Jesus Christ, John was querying the Almighty God. Sir, you said somebody is coming that is mightier than me, that I will not be able to unlace his shoe. How will I know this person? He said, you are going to know the person is a very simple thing. Start baptizing people. Just start now and start baptizing people. Then he started baptizing people. Then when he came in, return of Jesus Christ. So all what they told John happened in the baptism of Jesus Christ. The heaven opened, the dove came, and then they make the attestation that this is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. Then you never even know that John is from his own family, Jesus is from his own family. So that's the problem. So, my brother, to come to your question, when you look at the book of 1 Samuel 1 Samuel 1 to 4, 1 Samuel 1, 10 to the end, 1 Samuel 2, verse 1 to 7, then 1 Samuel 3, verse 29, 19, 20, 21, then 1 Samuel 4, verse 10, 11, 12. Very simple. He said, I'm the very person that can put people at the back of the horse. That's God. I'm the same person again who can remove somebody from the back of the horse and make it to walk on the ground. Then when you look at when they wanted to build the first temple for God, the Almighty God was telling David, you are a warrior, many blood in your hands. Just buy all the materials and keep it for your son. What's the name of his son? Solomon. Where did Solomon came from? From the concubine, from the wife of Uriah. And when you look at 2 Samuel 12, 2 Samuel 11 and 12, and then when you look what he said, you have killed your boy. You have committed what? A great crime. Then that boy died, then they have another boy. Then when you look at 1 King 3, 1 to 5, or 1 to 10, he said, why do you wanted to burn the whole 1,000 oxes? Ram. What do you want, Solomon? He said, I don't want anything. But I want wisdom so that I can govern these people. Because none of my family has ever done this before. That's what he said. Then come to your question. The Lord has ordained Kamala for his portfolio to be changed from vice president to president. And she has campaigned as what? As president. But in the history of America, Kamala Harris was one of the female that contested for the position of what? Of president. Presidency in what? In America. Then the wife of Hillary Clinton contested too again. But for one clause or others, they were derailed. The one big thing that made Kamala Harris to fail is the war between the Hamas, the Hezbollah, and Israel. They are wasting life. Then Donald Trump and Biden knows about that. Then again, rather for them to shut this, it's over 1 year. They be bombing and doing all these things there. It happens. So then, they did not campaign about how to stop the war. Virtually everywhere in America, the Arab people are there. And they are saying there are people being bombed all the time. Then you want them to vote for this party? No. The party that give ammunition go and kill our people. And they didn't say anything about it. So they did not. So that's why the Pope said, 2 equal evil. He called Kamala evil. That's Pope. Then he called Donald Trump evil. Because he saw the satanic hand in the two of them. So even I was mad when I saw that in America, on the paper, on the news. I said, how can a man of God be saying somebody is evil? So, but they know what they are saying. Then at the end of the day, that goes down, by the way. Then the students that constituted a big population in all the, even in Philadelphia, everywhere, in Boston, even in Boston. Boston is owned by the Irish people. So this now made them to say, okay, we'll vote them out. They changed their minds overnight. Even as a boxer in Nigeria, a Nigerian boxer who lives in California, openly, he shows on Monday, leaving Kamala for Donald Trump because he has seen the handwriting on the wall. Even Biden knew before they have 17 voting and everything that this lady will not go through. And even he didn't come out to campaign than to use the damaging words. That is number 1 and 2. Then number 4, the threatening. Because there's an agreement between Donald Trump and the president of Russia, and then the president of North Korea, because till tomorrow, Donald Trump still wanted to build a golf course in North Korea and have a big hotel in North Korea. That's why he visited the place. The time he was to even experiment all this or expedite this, he lost the election. So that's why they took about 10,000 soldiers and bring it to Ukraine. They were training what in Russia? 10,000 soldiers. So America was people seeing this one. They were people seeing it. So, oh my God, if we should allow this woman to be president, and the other things like this happen to us, how do we go? So that's another point. Then the other point again, gay and lesbian matter. The gay and lesbian matter. Because Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Barack Obama put a license plate on lesbianism. Even when I went to California, when I saw everything, I can't stay a week. When I see a man kissing a man, a woman kissing a woman, I decide to leave. Because this is what the Lord hates in the book of Genesis 18 and 19. That's why Isaac was born when they were going to Sodom to destroy this ark. But the ark was still there till tomorrow. So automatically, these are the reasons that they decide that we will not give it to this woman and this party will not come again. Then the incoming, how the refugee flooded the country within the past 8 years. When you get to California, there are a lot of people sleeping outside. And then the morning they voted on refugee that left Israel, that left Ukraine, that left all these places, is going to run America into bankruptcy. That's why the man now said, when I come in, we will get a plane and return everybody back to where they're supposed to be. We are not their father. And it's very true. In my house, I have 5 children. So my wife, at this age, my wife cannot just come and bring his brothers and sisters that they want to come and live with us. Even my children will not allow. My children will not allow this. These are the things that happen. And you can call Donald Trump a radical or a bully or a bastard. You still have sense of belongings.
I still want to ask a question on that.
Yes, he has a sense of what? Of belongings. This is our pot of soup. When you are attacked outside, you run back home. But if the home is porous, if you are being beaten on the field, on the soccer pitch, then automatically your goalkeeper decides to leave and go and urinate. Before he comes back, what will happen? The whole net will be leaked. Then when he was the president the other time, he did some good job that some people cannot see. There are some wasted American soldiers hanging around Germany. He brought them back home. In G7, in NATO, is there any country who is not contributing money should leave? Then we are going to contribute anything you say we should contribute as a nation. Bring your own, let me bring my own, says Donald Trump. But all that democratic elected presidents, they will be doing things with style. No. During the time of Republican, American lose money. During the time of Democrat, American gain money. But getting the money does not bring people. You know what happened in 9/11? You know what happened to America in 9/11? All the game and everything, how they lied, how they pancake everything. Do you know the amount they spent on the killing of Bin Laden? Do you know the threat, the trouble Bin Laden bringing on the Americans? And then do you know what caused them to go and kill Gaddafi? Till tomorrow they've not explained. And then during the time of Donald Trump, Khashoggi was killed, a journalist. They're supposed to even hang the Prince of Saudi Arabia. But the Republican then, they took money, they brought Wawa to America. They brought business to America. Don't do this, then they bought some fake jitters and everything that they did not need it so that they can cover this now. In Republican, a lot of things have been covered. And nobody want to fight. And during the time of the last reign of Donald Trump, nobody fought any war. But this time around, there is 2 wars in Russia, another war again in Israel. And automatically, Netanyahu knew that Donald Trump, Kamala will lose. He knows that. He knows that. Then between now and December, they will stop the war. Between now and January, the one of Ukraine too will be stopped. But by the way, Donald Trump company is going to work, is going to be part of those people to reconstruct Ukraine. It's going to be part of the company that are going to Syria, Yemen, and all these things, because they're going to bring their materials there. You know, when they said the American give you a grant, they give you a grant to go and do anything, they are not giving you anything. What they gave to you is the driver, the water, the bottled water, the porta cabin they're going to put there. But all the things they're coming to use, the money is paid back to America. So that's the game. So, my brother, those are the reason why the white people, because it said in the book of Isaiah 57, Isaiah 47, is 47 from verse 10, he said, they are going to gather themselves. Is the founding fathers of America, children, and their family, they've made a caucus meeting. That we're going to make it a block vote for what? For Donald Trump. Although Donald Trump can sleep tomorrow and never wake up. Donald Trump can by tomorrow drop by plane crash. No problem. But if I achieve him. So that is it. And if he eventually died, even this vice president is more knucklehead than Donald Trump. So that's a problem. And you know, when you are in a company, you are working with in a white company. If the white man hates you, if you do any extra job, do extra mile, anything, there is no how they will still sack you. Then how wicked the white people is. If a white man is living in a house, if he sold it with gladness and happiness, a black man can buy the house and sleep on his bed. But if a black man sold a building to a white man, the white man will be telling you they are going to scrape the wall, change the curtain, change everything to junk, because they believe we are devil. And look at the method they use by calling a white man Jesus Christ. But thank God for God, the Russian president now said, Jesus Christ comes from Africa. All these great things come from Africa. So the American election is just like when Chelsea was playing Man U. When Man U was playing Newcastle. It's a game. Another 4 years. But what happen in Russia cannot happen in what? In America. And then there is computer hacking on the election. You know, when you hack a server base, when you will be dropping the results, you'll be dropping it 50, 60, 50, 45, 10, then 8. So that people will not be,
Imagine
the anxiety will be there, they will not be able to do anything. The one they are counting was just fake and fluke. They hack the results.
they hack
The results. The American election was hard. So automatically, that was what Obi, that was what made Obi and Atiku. And that was the same thing they did in the last election in Kenya. That was where Atiku has his confidence before Tinubu break the ox back. Because after he left Kenya, he has 200% assurance that Atiku will be president. Then the little the Hausas have made to add, no problem. But more money not money ali. So what you lose Tinubu. And that was the reason why the server and everything was destroyed. So let's go manual. So that's a problem. So there's nothing computer cannot do. Computer can change my head to your head. And then it looks like me. And they will use that picture to do the acts, the bad job.
They can even hack the voice.
Exactly. Even the voice can be cloned. So it's just like that. Yes. So that's what happened. And even the last election of Donald Trump, Donald Trump will be campaigning as if a lot of people are there. But he was using the rear curve. He's in a room. He never go to anywhere because they want to have the election. And that's what they did now. So the mistake he made the other time, he refused not to make it this time. And when you look at what he's campaigning, his campaign slogan, he doesn't make any important talk. No. Even a week before rounding up the election, he was just bullying. Go out, Kamala, get away, go around. Is that the president? But they know where they are going. So nobody should fight any prophet or fight anything. Isaiah 38 from verse 1 to 10. Ezekiah was at the point of death. Then Isaiah was sent to him. And then he now said, you are going to die. He said, how can I die? You could have just tell me direct if I'm going to die. And this is what happened, this is what happened. He said, no, don't worry. Go back to him again and tell him I've added another 38 years. Another 15 years. Then the 15 years he added. That was what co-opted or terminated or contaminated the agreement between them and God in Psalm 137 by the rivers of Babylon that drove his children to slavery. And Daniel 1, Daniel 2, Daniel 3. And when they got to the place, it was then Daniel said, in Daniel 1 verse 8, that I will not eat the king, anything they prepared in the palace. So that's it, my brother.
All right, thank you, sir. Some of the questions I want to ask you have already answered.
No, I'm in spirit.
But the part of
I'm in spirit.
All right, sir. Yes, but in continuation, I want to ask, because a lot of people see Donald Trump as bully and somebody that is proud. But you have talked on that. But in these 4 years, what are we going to expect? Because a lot of people from, let's say from Africa or majority black, one of the reasons they were afraid to Donald Trump coming as a president is immigration policy that is going to send some people back to their country. In these 4 years, what should we be expecting?
When you look at the book of James 3, from verse 1 to 10, he said if you wanted to do a business or travel to a place, when you don't even have the mind of saying, when I get there, I'm going to make profit, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Only but just put it in the hand of God. If by God willing, he may sleep tomorrow. He may even die before January. He may even die before he was sworn in. So, but God never do mistake. And God will never make any mistake. What they should be expecting is just one thing. Anybody that came to America genuinely with visa, that has record, will not have problem. But all those that came by the road, by crooked way, even Jesus Christ said, In the book of Matthew 10, from verse 1 to 10, only those that came through the window are thieves. So he has the right to deport anybody. If Jesus Christ can reject some people who came through the window, but he said those that came through the door, they ought to have seen me now. I know the way I dress. Then when you look at the book of John 9, John 11, and then when you look at the book of Mark 5, from verse 24, 21, 22, 23, 24, he said, this woman has been sick for a long time, for issue of blood. But when he heard that Jesus was passing, he held his garment. He's coming again. We do the world a lot of blessing. Don't be thinking of, as we're thinking about the bad side, the good side can come. Because God owns the heart of a king. God can change his mind overnight. God can change his tongue. Because when you look at the book of 1 Samuel 16, 1 to 5, 1 Samuel 15, 10, 11, 12, 13, then 1 Samuel again 17, from verse 45 to 50, then 1 Samuel 18, 10, 11, 12, then 1 Samuel 24, from verse 2 to 14 says, do you think we slept inside that cave together? If we slept inside that cave together, that means you are exceptional good young man. He said, Master, this is the loin. This is what I caught from your loin. This is what I took from your glasses. And this is what I did. This is what I removed. But God has touched my mind, my heart, not to kill the anointed man of God. He said, David, are you sure? Then what did Saul did? Saul said, for you having my life into your hands, and you didn't destroy me. No weapon, no enemy, no any plan on you by enemy that will succeed. Then again, he prayed that you are going to be king. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ó máa jọba. And when you look at the book of 1 Samuel 23 verse 17, even the son said, David, that very day you killed 10,000 and my father killed 5,000. I knew categorically that you are going to be king. But when you now become the king, I, Jonathan, will be number 2. But the sin of his father destroyed him. You get what I'm saying? Nítorí pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ ló bà ayé ẹ̀ jẹ́. Then the prayer they now rendered on David came to pass, either proved by anything in 1 Samuel 16, 4 to 15 says, Jesse, are these the whole children you have? They dress very gorgeously, but they are lazy people. He said, I only have one left. He will never stay at home. He's a workaholic human being. He said, that is the one. I will not sit down. I will not talk. I will not do anything until he comes. So automatically, don't tag him a bad person. If he can stop the war in Israel within 48 hours or 3 months, I will be happy. Me personally will be happy. And if he can stop the war in Ukraine, me, I will what? I will be happy. Then anybody who wanted to go to America should get his paper ready. And I will beg him if he can help us and help Tinubu. All the money Obasanjo stole to America, all the money Buhari stole to America, all the money good Lord Jonathan stole to America, all the money which Darius stole to America, all the money Atiku take to Potomac, if he can help us, if we can make it 50-50, during his regime, Nigerians are dying, Nigerians are crying. Our leaders has put us in a slow death. Slow death. Ikú díẹ̀ ikú ojoojúmọ́. Làwọn olórí wa, Ọbásanjọ́, Yar'Adua, Yakubu Gowon, all of them. Because when you are taking, the whole me is 4 liters. Then when you take about 3 liters out of 2 liters out of me, that will be trouble. Then what? That will be trouble. So that's the reason why we need to be very, very careful. We'll be very, very what? Very careful. Because there's a lot of things he can still help Nigerians to do. All the people that stole money to Nigeria, he was the one, it was Donald Trump that was calling our president a skeleton, a dead man, and a worm, all these things. He called Nigeria a shithole. That means we should buckle up. Then after 2 weeks, he called us shithole. A brilliant Nigerian doctor performed a miracle on a yet unborn child. And then the man that has that came from Shagamu, that owns Gatwick Airport, that is Ogunlesi. So these are Nigerians. Then in even the cabinet of Donald Trump and everything, there are Nigerians there. So he's not a bad person. But all what he has been doing when he was young is to change. He's now old. He should be doing what an elderly statesman should do. Because in those days, when they rent apartment from his housing estate or something like that, he hates the black passion. He should change it. Because it's only the skin, the blood is the same. We are equally born and not equally talented. So he should please. Because when he take care of the poor, God will take care of his family too. So God will bless you.
All right.